All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unplugged and Unfiltered. I am your host, Adriel Pwajok, and today we have a very special guest with us here in the live. He is an acclaimed rapper. Personally, one of the best underground artists I've met so far. I'm guessing him up a little bit sharp, but anyways, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome CYFA, YNL CYFA. CYFA, how are you? What's going on?
I'm good. Thank you very much, Adriel, for the intro. Should I call you Adriel or I should call you Adriel for this interview?
Anyhow.
Okay.
anyhow.
Thank you very much, Adriel. I appreciate
I don't know. All right. So, first off, we're starting about you, asking you. So, tell us about CYFA, YNL CYFA. What do you think he represents, or what do you think you represent? Basically, what are you all about? If anybody has not met you and they don't know anything about your music, like, how do you describe yourself to them?
Well, YNL CYFA basically is a young Nigerian, a Benin boy to be precise, who raps about life generally, raps about every single thing that has to do with life, that has to do with the culture, the what's going on in the country, the people, the state, every single thing that has to do with about life. That's who YNL CYFA is, basically. A rapper, he sings sometimes though, but not that quite often.
Like, all right. So, with anybody that is probably watching this that is not familiar with like your music, like, what genre do you do?
Well, mainly I'm a rapper, but sometimes I dive into other sounds just for versatility, like Afrobeats, R&B, and trap soul.
Right, cool. All right. So, when did you start your musical journey? How did you become YNL CYFA? Just speak on that.
Well, my musical journey started when I was in GS1, if I want to be honest. Started in class when I would just get piece of papers, writing on papers, and I'll add a drummer back then in class. We rap in class. But professionally, I would say when I really knew what I was doing, when I knew what music was, I started 2020 with Instagram freestyles and just recording on phone, before we now got introduced into streaming services, and we now learned that okay, we can upload to streaming services, which brought out my first song, Mental, in 2023. So professionally, how the people might view it, I started 2023, but personally I started 2020.
Okay, so you were just going to what led to you like deciding, okay, I'm starting. Yeah, so you're not counting Mental as like your first single.
Well, it's my song and it's still on streaming services, so definitely I'm going to count it as my first single forever, and it was released 2023, so definitely it's going to be, that's the date that it's going to be recorded that I started.
I know. So what are some of your inspirations? What are the things that have inspired you to keep on moving in your musical journey?
Well, my biggest inspiration is hip hop. Seeing how the greats of hip hop carry out their music, how they do their culture, how they do their music videos, how they literally pass messages on beats as if they are literally talking to you directly. That's like my biggest inspirations, like from people like Drake, Jay-Z, Nas. Like I draw out very, very, very big inspiration from those kind of people and their set of music. And once in a while also, I also listen to soul music. I listen to Aliyah. I listen to old school music. So once in a while I also draw out inspiration, which makes me dive into other type of sounds.
All right, that tracks. So I want to take a break from asking you about you personally, because it seems like you're a very forward-thinking person. So I want you to take people now into what it means to be like an independent artist in Nigeria. Like, what are the struggles you go through, because a lot of people don't know what's actually going on. So if you could just share like your experience on what it means to be like an independent artist, good or bad, or generally anything you'd like to talk about.
Well, I won't say it's entirely bad, but I won't say it's good either. If I want to ratio it, I'll say the ratio of like between them is more bad than good. But the good part of it is the accessibility we have on social media platforms. Like, we can freely create our art and push it on social media platforms for the whole world to like give their reaction on what they think. But now that same accessibility is an issue for us, because okay, if you want to create an art that many people will see, for you to give your reaction on something, it either has to be very bad or very good. For you to catch the attention of somebody, it has to be outstanding. Now, for you to reach that point of outstanding art, creating outstanding art, you need to have certain materials, you need to have certain access certain things, you need to push, promote, and all those kind of things. You can't just do them by yourself. So as an independent artist, I would say the biggest struggle currently is the outreach. How can we get this art to reach a great number of people, and how can we get people to leave their review and comment, and also to reshare our art to other people to see if they will like it. So I'll say that's one of the biggest challenges. There are lots of challenges, but I think this is the major challenge as an upcoming artist. Okay.
All right. So what do you feel like is your main message that you try to push out in your music?
Well, my main message to through my music, first of all, I inspire. I am an inspirational artist. I try to see how much I can inspire those that are going through situations, those that are out of inspiration, and those that just need a little bit of spark in their life to push them through hard times. Those are the kind of music I make, to pass a message to them that, okay, there's someone out there who is seeing things from your perspective and is encouraging you to move on.
Oh, okay. So what are your aspirations you'd like to achieve in this music?
Well, my major aspiration is I want my music to be able to impact 40,000 people. That's the biggest thing that is keeping me moving.
Could you explain why that's very specific?
Well, when I was young, I saw a comment under, I'm just being honest here. When I was young, I saw a comment under XSS Tentation post, and the comment really moved me, where the person was explaining how he was going through drinking problems, beating his wife, beating his children, how his children left him because of the situation and everything. But when he came in contact, he was having this little regret to a point that he wanted to commit suicide. But when he came in contact with that song, I can't particularly remember the particular song. But when he came in contact with that Existentiation song, the song really helped him that period and motivated him to be a better person, to be a changed person, and to be a more responsible father. Even though he could not recover his family back, he was able to at least change the way he treated them and show a characteristic of a better person.
Okay, so you'd say that's basically like your main goal you're trying to achieve with this music thing.
Yeah.
You're just trying to change.
Inspire.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright then. Are there any specific like dream features you're looking for? Any specific?
I'm not really into features like that.
No, but like people you would love to work with, like.
Okay. If there's one person I might really want to work with in the future, is Sanfa.
Okay. For those
Yeah,
who don't
that's
know
like
who
the one
Safa
person
is,
that is on my mind that is really on my head that okay, I would love to work with this person. But right now I'm not seeing anybody again.
like no big musician, like there
No,
has to be like
no.
really. So
No, I'm
like you're
not.
more like
You know
popular.
the style of music I make. I can't just go on this album and be like, I want to feature like anybody on this art. So name this so person, this so artist must be on this album. Like it's like the style of music I make. If I'm rapping about let's say I'm rapping from the perspective of a a guy who is underground and has no access to funds, is very poor, has no access to funds, has nothing to eat. I want to bring the sound of a person that I know is going to fit into that track. So I'm going mostly by sound, not by name. So that's why I
Oh,
don't really have any specific person I'm saying I want to really work with right now.
alrighty then. Alright, so Joe, do you have any upcoming projects that we should look forward
Yeah,
to?
yeah, my EP dropping next month, Farewell. That's my
Okay, could you
next
could you
project.
could you give like an inside scoop on what you think or what you'd want the what is the whole concept behind the whole EP?
Well, the whole concept behind the whole EP, it's me um switching genres because I was formerly tapped into Afrobeat like heavily into Afrobeat. So it's like this farewell is like okay, there's two sides to me. There's the Afrobeat side and there's the rap side. But this is a very tough decision I have to make because if I want people to value my rap songs, I have to take the sacrifice of leaving my Afro songs because no matter how good my rap songs are, and no matter how my Afro songs sound, the location I am will always give people a choice on what they should listen and what they should cast aside. So this was like a very tough decision for me. I took it and I was like, okay, let me just make a final project at addressing the matter, and I named it Farewell. So that's the inside scope on it.
Alright. So you said it's dropping next month. I'm very sure people will be excited and they would love to tap into your type of sound. Alright, so for anybody that's trying to get into your sound or try to get, what is the song you would recommend this start with from YNL CYFA so that they will understand what type of artist you are?
Well, I would say the perfect song I should use to describe myself is not yet out. But if I could recommend them to an unreleased song
No, like
that
a
is out
release
on
song.
Audio
A
Mac,
release song. A
yeah,
release
a release
song.
song from my former mixtape, the kickoff season, right?
Okay.
I'll refer them to towards the importance. I feel that's the perfect song that describes me most as an artist.
Alright, so I think we've come to the end of the interview. So um just give a shout out to where they can find your music, your handles and everything.
Okay, what's up everybody watching this interview? As you have watched and as you have seen, my name is YNL CYFA and I'm available across all streaming platforms, all social media platforms with the handle YNL in capital letters, CYFA with the C in capital letters. So you can find me on streaming services, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Twitter, IG, everywhere using the same handle. Okay, on IG it's CYFA the artist, while on every other platform it's YNL CYFA. So that's where you can find me.
Alright, so I'm just gonna tell everybody now. Thank you so much for watching this episode, the first episode of Unplugged and Uplifted. Just go ahead now. If you like this series, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, write what you felt was the most touching moment in this interview for you, and go check out YNL CYFA's music, man. You don't know, man. Like this is an example of a very promising act here from Nigeria, Kaduna, Nigeria, to be exact. And I can't wait to see what more the future holds for us. So yes, please subscribe, please like and share, and we'll see you on the next video. Cypher, thank you so much for
Thank you very much,
joining
Adriel, for
me.
hosting me.
Voila, I did with you.
Thank you.
We're
Okay.
good. So yeah, thank you, and
Thank
yeah,
you.
we out.
Yeah, I hope to be on this platform, on this series again sometimes in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Even for now, it's just the interview. For now, we're doing IG lives, but you don't know how far this thing can go. Maybe you
Yeah.
get, yeah. I hope to do a studio interview very, very soon. I really
Okay,
hope
that's
to.
something like a
But
podcast.
yeah, I hope to turn maybe a podcast, but let's just see. For now, we'll just stick with the IG lives.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
nice.
basically.
Okay.
I don't
Thank you
know.
very
So,
much.
thank
Okay.
you. All right. Goodbye.